Good morning, everyone. Wow, that was quick. Must be early morning on a Thursday and not a Saturday night event. Thank you all for being here. My name is Doug Emledge. I'm from Channel 13. It was my pleasure over 14 months ago to be here to celebrate the groundbreaking of the Sands Family Center for Allied Health. I'm privileged to be among the first to view this beautiful educational center. I've heard a lot about it, and the many individuals who helped make it come together so quickly are here today, and we're glad about that. We have a lot of special guests today, and I'm going to do what I always do per Don Alhart. We're going to do the one clap, and we're going to save you some significant amount of time, perhaps 10, 15 seconds on your day, by giving one clap for each name and then a round of applause at the end. On behalf of FLCC President Robert Nye, I would like to welcome the Vice Chair of Constellation Brands representing the Sands Family Foundation, Richard Sands. The Executive Director of the Sands, you were at the back, you were a little off. The Executive Director of the Sands Family Foundation, Ginny Clark. Representatives from our state legislature, Senator Pam Helming and Assemblyman Brian Magdala. The Chief Executive Officer of Thompson Health, Michael Stapleton. The President and CEO of the Greater Rochester Chamber of Commerce, Bob Duffy. The Chair of FLCC's Nursing Department and the Nursing Faculty and Staff, Heather Tillett. That's not against the rules. Members of the FLCC Board of Trustees and Ontario County Board of Supervisors. The Deputy Ontario County Administrator, Alyssa Bubb, and her team from the Planning and Finance Departments. From Plan Architectural Studio, Chris Lopez, and from LaChase Construction, Lee Summerman. A round of applause for all those folks. In a few moments, we will cut the ribbon and tour the Sands Family Center for Allied Health, but first I want to invite Senator Pam Helming up to get us started with some remarks about this center and its importance to our community. Senator Helming.
Thank you, Doug. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's another beautiful day in the Finger Lakes. When I was here for the groundbreaking ceremony, I talked about the projected workforce need for RNs and LPNs in our region. Since then, that need has grown tremendously. I've heard from so many hospitals, nursing homes, and assisted living facilities in my district about the need for nurses being at an all-time high. According to the Department of Health, we currently have more than 9,300 openings for registered nurses in our state. And the state has set a pretty ambitious goal to grow our healthcare workforce by 20% over the next 5 years. Also, when I was here last year, I said the Sands Center will help us meet this need and will be a model for nursing education throughout our entire state. So I'm absolutely thrilled to be here today as the center opens its doors and begins to fulfill this critical mission. Now, I know we all agree that we must recruit and train more nurses, but our responsibility, my commitment to you, it doesn't stop there. I've heard it said that nurses are the heartbeat of our healthcare system, and I agree. We must continue, and we will continue, to give our nurses the resources and the support to do the jobs they're trained to do and the jobs they know best how to do. And we will continue to facilitate the recruitment of more faculty instructors who are vital to this effort. Professors like Heather Reese-Tillich, Susan McCarthy, and Jane Rogalowski, and so many others. Just last month, I was honored to join Richard and the Sands family at the groundbreaking for the new Sands Family YMCA, which, by the way, will also support the delivery of healthcare services to our area residents. It seems like, and I know so many of you will agree with me on this, that whenever there's a need in our community, there's the Sands family. And I'd like to thank Richard and his entire family for your long, long history of caring for the greater Canandaigua community. I'd also like to thank Mike Stapleton and TUMRC for your essential partnership in this project and the leadership and resolve that Thompson Health employees demonstrate day in and day out. Thank you, Mike. To President Nye and FLCC, thank you for your extraordinary leadership. You continue to be a standout in our SUNY system, addressing both the traditional and emerging education and workforce needs in our region. And to Chairman Jack Marin and the entire Ontario County Board of Supervisors, I know we have Supervisor Bob Green here, and I saw our former chairman of the board, Ted Fafinski, who's here. I'd like to thank you for your incredible support. Thank you. I just want to quickly say thank you, too, to Ted Fafinski. I know he brought his granddaughter with him, who is very interested in the nursing program. So welcome, and we hope you will pursue this career path. I'd also like to thank LaChase and everyone else who has been involved in this project. It's hard to believe that it's only been a year since we just did the groundbreaking ceremony. And despite the challenges of COVID, supply chain issues, labor issues, and so much more, they delivered, and they delivered, as we're going to see, an absolutely incredible project. So thank you to LaChase and everyone who was involved. And finally, to the men and women who have and who will choose to serve their communities through the nursing profession, I'd like to thank you. This is an honorable and a selfless career. My sister and my sister-in-law are nurses. I'm so proud of them and the great work that they do, and I'm so proud of all of you. Please know that we need you, that we support you, and we respect and appreciate you. And know that you are getting the absolute best start possible here at the Sands Family Center for Allied Health. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Senator Helming. Pam mentioned that she has nurses in her family. I have a niece who's a nurse. I have a niece who's a nurse practitioner, and my daughter, Molly, is a labor delivery nurse here at Thompson. As someone who's getting on, I'm hoping she's going to convert to geriatrics just so I can, but she's not there yet, and I don't think there's any interest. We want our next speakers to come up now. We're going to introduce President Robert Nye, followed by Richard Sands, and they will share their remarks about the elements of the project and the collaboration behind it. President Nye, come on up.
Thanks, Doug. And I would be remiss if I didn't say thank you to everyone that's here today. There's been a lot of thank yous so far, and I don't want to be remiss, so everybody that's here, thank you for everything you've done and what you will do for our college and our community. And I just want to say again from the bottom of my heart, thank you. So thank you, Senator Helming, for getting us started, and Doug for those great comments. The Sands Family Center for Allied Health reflects a true team effort among the Sands Family Foundation, Thompson Health, Ontario County, and many members of the college. We're united in a mission to fill a critical community need for nurses at our hospitals, medical offices, and skilled nursing facilities. With this center, the college can now accommodate more students in the registered nursing program, and instead of just admitting students in the fall, we are now going to admit students in the fall and the spring, 2 starts per year. And that's a wonderful thing. We are going to have our first students in the spring semester starting in less than 6 months from now, and expanding the number of nurses immediately that are going to be educated and then soon after hit the workforce. And in addition, as was mentioned, we have a licensed practical nursing program, LNP program, starting in the fall of 2023. Having these programs will give the students the flexibility to get started in nursing careers as LPNs and then to be able to continue on as RNs. And as you'll see, as you begin the tours later today, our nursing graduates will have an optimal learning environment with patient bays and simulation labs that can't be beat. This facility has state-of-the-art debriefing rooms where students can watch their recordings of their simulation exercises under the guidance of their instructors to reinforce key skills and knowledge in ways that haven't been done before. This complements a new and revised curriculum which is designed to enhance critical thinking and clinical judgment, which is crucial. This project also includes a renovated holography lab in which students will learn in mixed reality visors to be able to view detailed 3-dimensional images of human organs and the body systems, which is tremendous. If they'd been here when I was a student, I would be a medical doctor, for sure. It is a phenomenal type of activity that helps our students learn. And then finally, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the generosity of the Student Corporation that was able to leverage the generosity of the Sands family to be able to create a new renovated wellness center to provide the best possible care, health and welfare care for our students that they can get. It's wonderful, and thank you to everyone for that as well. To be sure, this is a world-class facility that is tremendous for our students and our faculty and our community, especially for those in our community. If you live in the Finger Lakes, you, the people sitting out here now, are going to receive the greatest benefit from FLCC's confident and capable nurses who are going to care for you in your greatest hours of need. So we are very grateful for that. And I believe that this outcome was exactly what was on the forefront of the Sands family's minds when they decided to support this important project. So thank you. It's yet another example, which is already mentioned, of the Sands family's genuine care and concern for the community, where Marvin and Mickey Sands got their start as the founders of the Canandaigua Wine Company. And I'd like to take a moment to express condolences on behalf of everyone here to you, Richard, and your family on the recent passing of your mother, Mickey, in July. She and Marvin set the tone for the generosity that you have carried forward with your brother, Rob, to support the citizens of Canandaigua. Thank you so much. And now I truly think it is time, and it is my honor to invite Richard to come up to speak about his family's legacy, which continues to unfold before us today. Richard.
Well, thank you, Dr. Nye, for your condolences and kind words. And Doug, I've got bad news for you. I was looking up the other day the definition of geriatric psychiatry. Okay? And guess what? Geriatric psychiatry applies to anybody over 50 years old. You're already geriatric. So tell was your daughter or your niece? Your daughter. Tell your daughter she better start preparing. I know my mother and father would be very proud of this facility and what it means to the Canandaigua community. They were visionaries with their feet planted firmly on the ground. And, you know, as Dr. Nye mentioned, my parents taught us that strong communities have vibrant educational, cultural, and healthcare institutions. And here we have a combination of educational and really a healthcare institution. Healthcare was of particular interest to my father, who served as the chairman for the Thompson Hospital Board and for the Finger Lakes Hospital Association for over a quarter of a century. So I was lucky to have a preview tour of this facility in July. I also, previous to that, had an opportunity to look at this new technology, what's it called, where you can visualize? Yeah, the HoloLens. The HoloLens technology, it must have been earlier in the year. And this facility and that technology, you're not doing a HoloLens demonstration by any chance, are you? You are today? This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen, okay? The HoloLens is amazing. I would be a doctor, too, a medical doctor, not just a doctor of the mind. And the HoloLens is amazing. And then when I toured this facility, it's I was ready to be taken care of. I want to come here, not the hospital, and be taken care of in these beds. This is better than a hospital. With the most modern teaching technology that you'll see, this is amazing. And it truly is state of the art. And I'm just so happy for the students and really the teachers, because to have this facility to be able to utilize as a teacher devoted to educating our healthcare professionals is a great opportunity. And for those new healthcare students, nurses, RNs, LNs, LNPs, this is the best. I'm going to say in the country probably, not just New York State, but the country. So, Senator, you know, you're right. It is truly, healthcare is truly the foundation. Education and healthcare is truly the foundation of our future and of our present. So I think that this impact of this center will be tremendous on our community. 5 years from now, hundreds of students will have passed through these halls and be in our medical facilities here, hopefully. Hopefully they stay with us right in our community. And I, as everybody else, would like to thank everybody who had a hand in conceiving, designing, and building the Sands Family Center for Allied Health. We are fortunate to have such talent in our community. And as always, the person I have to thank the most is Ginny Clark. She, an amazing woman who actually brings all of us, as we all know, together and somehow gets us to work together and make these things happen. I'm not sure it would happen without Ginny. So, Ginny, I thank you, I love you, and I appreciate everything you do for the community, our family, and everybody else. Thank you, everybody, and best wishes for an inspiring fall semester, and enjoy your tour.
Pretty soon. Richard just offered me a cane. Richard, thank you so much for your remarks and especially for your family's ethic of care for our community, culturally, educationally, and in healthcare. I know everyone is anxious to get inside and to look around. That's coming up in just a few seconds. I want to point out that when you walk inside, in the nursing wing, there's some gorgeous murals on the wall that are photos taken by the current Student Corporation President, Sophie Parshall. I don't know if Sophie is here, but we give her a round of applause. And there she is in the back, Sophie. So important. In addition to the nursing education facilities and the holography lab, you will also have the opportunity to visit the Center for Student Well-Being, which was built as part of the initial renovations. The center provides access to counseling and health services, well-being resources, and preventive programming. It also provides assistance with basic student needs such as food, transportation, housing expenses, and referrals to agencies in the community. And as you will see on this tour, this has been a very comprehensive project. We want to thank all the funding agencies that made it possible. In addition to the Sands Family Foundation donation of $3 million, the FLCC Student Corporation contributed $250,000, the FLCC Association $200,000, and the FLCC Foundation $200,000. New York State provided matching funds, making this an excellent example of that public-private partnership we hear so much about. As you may, yes. And just so you don't think this is all there is, you may notice a new phase of the project is already underway. The college has received a $1.5 million state workforce development grant to add another science lab to the Sands Family Center for Allied Health. That portion will take shape over the coming year, adjacent to the lobby where you will enter for the tours. And now it is time for the ribbon cutting. We're going to give Richard the big scissors. He knows the rule, no running with scissors. We would like to call the following representatives to take their places at the ceremonial ribbon. Just walk around behind here if you could, so you're facing this way, starting with President Nye and Richard Sands. I also would like to invite Ginny Clark, Executive Director of the Sands Family Foundation, Senator Helming, Assemblyman Manctalo, Joan Geist, Chair of the FLCC Board of Trustees, Ethan Fogg from the Foundation, Louis Nosey, the Chief Advancement Officer, Alyssa Bubb, Mike Stapleton, Heather Tillich, Carol Urbatus, Sophie Parshall, who we just introduced, Chris Lopez as well. Chris is from Principal for Campus and Community Design at Plan Architectural Studio. Come on up, everybody, and don't do anything till I count you down, Mr. Sands. Look at me telling Richard Sands what to do. That's a different method, whatever works. Okay. Oh, you were being safe. That was a safety measure. Very good. I think I'm going to count you down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It worked. Congratulations on the opening of the Sands Family Center for Allied Health. For those of you who can stay for the tour, and we hope you all can, please gather in the atrium where members of the nursing and faculty and staff will take small groups through the facility. As you leave the nursing wing, members of the college staff can also take you to the Center for Student Wellbeing and what Richard talked about, the holography lab. Thank you for being here for this wonderful event. Thanks for your support. Enjoy the tour. Have a great day.